On our way to youth camp, we had a lot of students that didn't have much experience with inner city gangs and culture.
Okay.
As we were driving through a larger East Coast city, we stopped for gas. And while I was walking in to gather the students from the gas station, I noticed one of the workers making hand gestures toward our van.
Yep.
To my horror, one of the private school kids was throwing rival hand gestures that she had learned from movies and music videos. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Youth Group Chronicles. 2 words into this, I can't even talk.
Yes,
but
it's
all good. It's all good. What's up, brother John and Sha Rax? Welcome to the show. Guys, make some noise for John. This is the first episode he's ever been on.
Thank you.
Brother John. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. You are in the background talking on one of the episodes. No, there was I forget who was in there,
it was Zay and Dustin.
It was Zay and Dustin,
Yes,
and you looked up, does a bear eat poop? I think you Googled it for us.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I forgot about that.
I just remember hearing
the bear eat poop.
Can I talk right now? I heard it in the background. Am I good to talk?
Wait, could you hear it on the show?
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, John has been on before.
Second
so
one.
This is number 2. Welcome to our Instagram live audience, Tyler, Emily. Thank you guys for hopping on, guys. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We want to know where everybody's tuning in from.
To Georgia.
And Caleb, yeah, they do eat poop. We looked it up. You'll have to go back to that episode,
Really?
Season 2. Yeah, I think you found that out for us.
I don't remember the results, man.
Well, you go back and listen, guys.
Okay.
It's Season 2, Dustin and Isaiah. Thank you, Isaiah. We love you too.
Love you, Zay.
Yes. Well, let's go ahead and kick this off. If you guys are new to this show, this is where we blind react, not me, but my guests come onto the show and blind react to true stories from youth ministry. It's not just youth leaders sending these in. These are people that have either served in youth ministry, maybe they have gone to youth group when they were a kid, maybe they were a leader for a little while, and maybe they are pastors. It's all over the board, but people send these into the show, and we want to share them with you because they're great. So we'll kick this off with a story from Matthew. Matthew said, a country church my uncle attended held a youth group outing for kids and their parents every year during hunting season. The parents from the church would have the opportunity to take their kids out hunting for a day, and then they would meet up at a local hunting office to tag the deer to sell. Well, one year, my uncle invited our entire family to go out with them. So one of our cousins and his son, who were from the big city, came with us. Never had I ever thought how terribly wrong this could go. We all returned that night after the hunt and met up where we were supposed to at the local game office. But my cousin pulls up with his truck and trailer, and we see this thing just overloaded with animals.
Good catch.
But what we quickly realized is these animals were not deer. They were bulls.
What?
Apparently, my cousin had stumbled onto a grazing field of a local farmer and had shot and killed 3 of his bulls. Because my cousin couldn't pay for this mistake, the church ended up having to front the whole bill as a result, which was over $15,000 to repay this farmer. Lesson learned was never invite city folk to go hunting.
Bro, what is wrong?
How do you kill bulls? Wait.
My man said, all right, we about to just kill them all.
There's another one. They're not even running. They're just sitting there.
This is the easiest hunt of all time.
They just eat grass.
Let's kill these fenced-in animals.
Yes, you're absolutely right. He needs his eyes checked.
Calf.
I mean, come on. How hard is it to know the difference between a cow and a deer? I feel like even city people should know that.
No, yeah. I'm Myra. It's not
Yeah,
city.
There you go.
City, but I definitely know what a cow is.
And they said they were from the.
I know what a cow is.
I think everybody does.
Yeah.
Everyone. So they said that they were from the quote big city of Columbus, Ohio, which is not even that big of a city. So it's not like they like.
Isn't that like a? There's probably no country out there.
Nah, Zay.
I feel like there's quite a bit of. I think Zay's from Cleveland, isn't he?
Oh,
Is he?
No, he's from Columbus.
Is he from Columbus?
That's Zay.
I don't think, guys, correct me if I'm wrong.
Zay.
I don't think Columbus is this massive city. Yeah, okay, that's not the city Nicholas
Man
said.
was trying to cook some steaks.
Ohio. Honestly, Ohio, it checks out.
It checks out.
Ohio people. You ever heard that joke?
No,
Or
I
that
never
internet
heard
trend?
Steak.
Ohio.
No, everyone just like dogs in Ohio.
Oh,
Similar to Florida.
it makes sense.
It's like, oh, that person's definitely from Ohio.
Definitely from
that's
Ohio.
crazy.
You guys kill bulls, man.
Why is he shooting a trailer? I don't think he was shooting a trailer. I think he just filled it with all the game that they shot. This is a story from Daniel. One night at youth group, there was a middle school girl who was at our church for the first time. This was in the age of emo haircuts where bangs swooped over the eyes.
What a time to be alive, bro.
Because tonight.
While we were playing Foursquare, the girl kept looking over at the front door. I kept checking whenever she did this to see if her parent was there to pick her up. After about 9 to 10 times of her looking over at the door with nobody there, I asked, "What do you keep looking at?" She moved the hair that was covering one of her eyes to reveal that she had an intense lazy eye and said, "I'm looking at the ball."
So
he said, "My heart dropped and we never saw her again."
no.
Peekaboo. Yo, actually, I got a crazy story, bro.
All
right, so
story time with Sha.
Growing up, my grandma's husband, ex-husband, used to have the son. I'm sorry, he has the craziest lazy eyes.
It's okay.
His glasses on, like he'll look at you, but he's like looking all the way over here. And it was like Christmas Eve or something like that. And every time I do this all the time, like, "Are you looking at me?" And this time he got tight. So he's talking to me.
Were you joking with him?
No.
He clowns him every
I don't
year.
know. So he's looking at me.
Schaffer just forgets.
He's talking, but he's not looking at me. So I said, "Are you talking to me?" He started spazzing out on me, bro. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
my mom just walks in. She's like, "What's going on?" Like,
That man was
like,
fed
I
up. He's
don't-
like, every year
I didn't
Sha
know he was
comes
talking
here.
to me. Like, bro, I'm sorry, Shane. If you see this, Shane, I love you.
Marissa said she just jumped on. What I miss. Welcome to our live where we are recording the episode right now. And someone also commented that they want to know where to send in stories. Guys, it is pinned. I don't know what to tell you. Stories at ygcpodcast.com.
Oh, right at the, I
I don't think it gets any easier than that.
Yeah, I see it. That's it.
Should have set up the camera where we can see all three of you. Might be a little tough, but we're working on it, Riley. So stay tuned for that one. One of these days we'll get there.
Send
This
a
is
donation.
a story from someone said, "Bro, how'd she find the door?"
That's crazy. I mean, she could see. It's not like she's blind.
No,
she
imagine
could-
every time that you got like, never mind.
So was it the lazy eye that was covered?
Yes.
Oh,
Actually,
so
I don't think so.
it was the
because-
lazy eye that was out.
I think it was a lazy eye that was out because she kept looking at
Yeah.
the door, I guess. And he was like, "Why are you looking at the door?" And she was like, "I'm not. I'm looking at the ball."
Oh.
You can't really be mad at him for that.
Oh, I don't think.
Why wouldn't you cover the lazy eye? Was that the good eye or something?
I don't know.
It's probably because she's not ashamed of it. She's like,
I have no idea.
I'm gonna let it shine, man.
Wow.
That's
This is
crazy.
from
I am-
Thomas. Thomas said, "I brought in a guest speaker for our youth retreat, but I instantly regretted it.
Mm.
On the first night, he preached about how humans try to take control from God. He brought up his kids and explained how they try to control things themselves and need to be disciplined. But when he was trying to explain that he spanks his kids, he said this instead. When my kids try to take control, they need to be shown discipline. When this happened, I have to clap those cheeks."
Pause. Wait a
That
second.
is crazy.
The entire room was dead silent. So all I could do was bury my head in my hands for the rest of the sermon as he referred to clapping the cheeks of his 4 kids many more times.
You go to jail, my guy. Take him away. Take him away.
Afterwards, I had to awkwardly explain that clapping cheeks is slang for sex and not spanking and disciplining his kids. Worst night of my life.
Nah, that's horrible, bro.
How
That
did-
is
He
horrible.
doubled down.
Man,
He just kept going.
Even
Man
if
was-
I didn't know what that meant, I would not say that.
like clapping cheeks
Like-
is not the words
Yeah.
to say for
I
that
didn't hear if I
moment.
clapped the cheek. That's crazy.
Bro, honestly, I feel like some of these
It's
people
crazy.
just be like trying to get like a little thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't.
Someone asked if that was Pastor Micah preaching. No.
Oh no!
Fact. This is clapping cheeks.
After he has kids, maybe that's what he'll say. I don't know.
Well, hopefully he
man,
watches
Pastor
this
Micah.
episode
Yeah.
and learns something. Don't say that.
I don't think he'll learn it, unfortunately.
That's wild.
Clapping
Said, "I'm
cheeks
sorry,
is
youth daddy."
insane.
Oh my
That's
Clapping
gosh.
cheeks with the prosties.
That's what?
Who remembers that story? Who remembers that story? That was one of
Gosh.
that was one of his debuts on the show. Actually, that was
What,
early
Pastor
Pastor
Micah's?
Micah days. As he just said that out
Oh
of
my
nowhere.
Gosh.
We did not know it was coming either.
No.
The prosties. is
CPS
crazy.
has entered the chat.
Prosties?
Nah, facts. Going straight to jail.
Yeah,
Take
it's
him
not-
away.
Oh my
That man needs
gosh.
25 to life.
That's the wildest thing I've ever seen or heard in my life.
I'm sorry, youth daddy. This is crazy.
This is
sorry,
from Mason. Mason said, "At a youth retreat, One of the students was taking a shower while some of the guys were goofing off in the bathroom. The kid wanted to see what we were all doing, so he climbed on top of the shower to look over the curtain.
Already started
I'm
off
nervous.
crazy.
I'm nervous.
But he ended up slipping and catching his balls on the shower curtain hook, ripping them completely open.
No. No.
Wait, hold up. How do you catch your balls all the way up here?
Because he was climbing.
That's like some horror movie.
Why are you climbing in the
crazy.
shower, my boy?
He's trying to see who's over there. That's what he gets, honestly. Peeking. Peeking Tom.
You can't literally.
You
just-
deserve it.
Well, he was
Yeah.
in the shower.
Oh.
He was in the
so
shower.
the one in the shower did it, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what
And
I
his
thought.
friends were. It was like a camp, so it was like a locker room.
Okay.
And he's
okay,
like,
okay.
"What is everyone doing out there?" And he wanted to see, so he like tries to
Yeah.
climb up and look over and slips. All his weight hooked him.
Imagine that man's just
Gosh,
hanging from his
that-
balls.
yeah.
He's just
It says after he fell, he looked down, he saw what happened, and immediately passed out in the shower. He was rushed to the hospital, and by the grace of God, is still able to have kids.
oh, he only got
Wow,
one ball.
Don't
that's
know
good.
how.
That's good to hear.
Don't know how.
That man got
Oh
one
my
ball left.
Gosh. That's crazy.
He was saved by the.
So his
Every
balls
guy
was
just
on the
flinched.
floor.
Logan, you were absolutely right.
Yeah, no, I definitely did. I definitely did. Oh.
Yo, okay, I was saying that. Someone said, couldn't he have just moved the curtain? How hard is it to go like this?
Right.
Yeah, look
Right.
over. You made
Yeah.
life difficult. Lost your balls.
No,
Zach,
literally
Zach-
made his
Zach
life
Kies,
difficult.
You come down.
Huh? Zacchaeus? Come on. Somebody's holy. That's what I like.
That kid's gonna be messed up. Although they said that he recovered just fine. So
He lost his generations, like
That's
Zay said.
crazy.
did you really puke? I want to know that. Someone said they vomited,
Yeah.
and that's why kids don't shower at camp.
Nah,
I don't
facts.
know. I don't know
Nah,
if that's
facts.
really the reason, but
Yeah.
now
No.
they're definitely not going
No,
to.
that's why they
Sure.
shouldn't be showering at camp.
I'm sure we could dig
Because
real
people
deep
play
into
too
that
much.
and figure out something.
I think I've said this before, but
Yeah.
at the camp that we lived at when I was a counselor,
Mhm.
the kids refused to shower. So they lined them up, some of the counselors, and went
Sprayed them
from
with a
one
hose.
side with Axe cologne.
Ew.
Cologne is a very light word for
Ew,
Axe.
man.
Yeah,
but
Axe is not.
they just went all the way down the line of like 20 kids, back and
Yeah.
forth a few times, and called it good.
I don't know.
Disgusting.
Even
That
after
smells
Axe, you still kind
horrible.
of stink. Axe
Nah,
isn't
Axe
good.
is just a horrible spray
Yeah.
to even use if you stink.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It probably just makes it worse.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
for
smell
real.
worse.
This is from Aaron. Aaron said,
Aaron.
"We were playing a night game in the woods at youth camp when we stumbled upon a deer, and it spooked us pretty good. At this point, we were all on edge. We didn't want to get attacked by an animal at night. So as we continued walking on the trail, I heard something moving in the underbrush next to me. The leaves rustled, and I heard the hiss of a cat, but it wasn't like a house cat. It was something much bigger.
Mhm.
The hair on the back of my neck stuck straight up, and my adrenaline immediately started pumping.
Bobcat.
There had been cougar sightings earlier that week, so I put my hand on my knife and told my students who were there to back up. As I was getting ready to kill anything that came out of the woods, the hissing happened again, followed by a meow.
Oh.
Then out of nowhere, the creature jumped out of the woods and yelled boo, trying to scare us. It was one of the middle school girls who liked to pretend that she was a cat.
It's real popular these days.
She
That
meowed.
makes sense.
She meowed one more time before running off into the night.
What do you identify as in this
Did-
meow?
So did she come with
The v-
everybody, or just
Did she what?
did she come with everybody, or is she just like
She was just out there,
out on all fours in the
out on all.
woods?
Nah.
All right.
Stay-
That's
stay-
her height.
Stay in the woods.
Yeah, stay in the
That's where you
woods.
belong.
She did. I don't know. There's they didn't clarify if she ever came back, but honestly,
Yeah.
I have kids. Literally, I can picture them in my mind after
Yeah,
hearing
pray
that
for
story.
her.
I know too many of
Yeah.
those.
Fair, man.
She's probably
praying
in
for
the
you.
tree right now.
Furry season. Yes, it is.
Oh no.
That was actually me. It was in the 7th grade.
That was you in the 7th
No,
grade?
somebody-
Wait, you were.
That was you in the 7th grade?
Oh, that's what somebody said.
Yep.
It's
They
all
found
right.
the furry.
Oh,
What?
There's
it was
Grace.
Lauren.
Oh. You were a cat.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do have some people in the audience
Lauren,
tonight also
yeah.
commenting.
We have fellow cats. In the
Actually,
audience.
yeah, you probably were that in the 7th grade.
She actually
You're not allowed to teach my
still
kid that.
does stuff like that. She'd be on the bed like on her toes.
Don't
and
do
everything.
that.
Okay,
okay.
Sadie, that's crazy. Did you see that from Sadie?
No.
What's she say?
She said, "Where's the dude with the gun?" That's bad.
Who's the? Oh.
The
Who
hunter. The
Oh, the ones that were. I was about to
Put him in the trunk.
We have bulls and a cat woman. I don't know. This is crazy.
There's only one cat.
Did he kill her? No.
20 bulls.
She meowed and ran off into the woods. He actually said he was too in shock to kill her. I mean, not that he would really try, but thank you, Clint. Appreciate it. Yes, guys, you can send stories to stories@ygcpodcast.com.
He said, so did you kill her?
That's crazy.
No. Well, he said in the story that he like grabbed his knife, but he clarified. He's like, I was just too surprised to swing.
That
So
man
if it was
ready.
a cougar, they would have all been
She's 6
done
foot
for,
under.
honestly.
She's somewhere.
Yeah, cougar would have ended them. This is an anonymous story. They said, my friend and I were playing games at youth camp when we heard a loud crash up on the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped for a second, but thought nothing of it. 10 minutes later, 5 ambulances flew past us up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, some of the staff were driving up in a golf cart, but almost hit a bear that was standing in the middle of the road. Thankfully, they avoided it by swerving, but unfortunately, they drove off the side of the mountain.
He said,
Did
fortunately.
they die?
Unfortunately.
Oh.
Did they die?
Wait.
They did live. They were okay.
They got some broken bones.
I hope the car's
What's that
good.
song? It's like swerving, hitting potholes.
It was a golf cart, too.
A
It was a
golf
golf
cart?
cart. So they probably
Oh.
went flying off that thing.
Yeah, you can't.
Did they die? Nope, they did not. They did recover just fine. A moment of silence.
I wonder, like.
All right,
What?
moment of silence.
That was
how
a
bad
moment of
was it?
silence.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. My
Let's
bad.
give him a moment of silence.
All right, here we go.
Praying for him.
Thank you. I'm there. I hope this wasn't a recent story.
Call an ambulance. Well, literally 5 of them drove up the mountain, so they did definitely call an ambulance. You guys do not listen to me when I'm talking, I think.
No,
Nope.
they do not.
Probably not. He was waiting for, like, the end result of the story.
Yeah, I think this
Drove off a mountain.
Yeah. This is from Brian. Brian said, during a youth group event, our pastor decided to try a game with our students. Basically, you had to dip your finger in rubbing alcohol, light it, and then sing "This Little Light of Mine."
That's just.
Whoever lasted the longest won. However, the night ended when one student decided to light his nipple on fire while singing the song.
Yep, exactly. Good job, bud.
Is that something you would do?
Yeah.
You would
Is
do
it
that?
really?
No.
He's over shaking
That'd
over
be
here
fire.
shaking his head
Wow.
in shame like he would never do that.
Yeah.
I actually
Like, how
probably
dare
would.
you.
I used to put hand sanitizer.
I would totally do it.
You would light it? I've
No,
never
no,
tried-
I wouldn't.
Oh, you
Not
wouldn't? Okay,
I wouldn't
neither
even do
would
the
I.
finger thing. I'd be like, I lost.
I know somebody who would have did that though.
I mean, I'm sure there's
Actually.
a lot of people who would do it, but
That was the. end
I
of
wonder
the
how
story?
bad it hurts.
this little
That's
light of
it?
mine.
That's the story?
This little light
That's the
of
end of the
mine.
story. Well, they said the game is to see how long they can last.
Oh,
Imagine
So I
he
guess
gets-
it hurts. I would
Imagine
imagine.
he's just sitting there and his
Yeah.
finger just starts melting.
Or his nipple.
His nipple. Wait, he put it on his nipple?
You don't need your nipples, so
That's true. Not us guys, anyway.
no.
Fiery nips, man.
This is from Randy. Randy said, for a youth group event, we brought in a local Christian rapper.
It was Chirac.
Hey, now.
Except we had one of our students make the flyer for the event. When it was all said and done, we had printed 500 of these and handed them out everywhere. Later that day, another student approached me and was very concerned, asking if we were really going to have a Christian raper at the event. You could imagine my surprise when I looked at the flyer and noticed the word rapper was missing a letter P after we had sent out 500 of them to the students.
Man.
How's
was
it? How's the
raping
turnout?
everybody. Man was
Record low.
my man was out there going crazy.
Yeah, if somebody came, I'm like, call out the pastor. We need to pray. Altar call right now.
Yo, someone did, or the guy did say this guy was literally accepted to Harvard.
The
So it
one
wasn't like just some random intern.
The one who did the flyer?
Yeah, the one who did the
That's
flyer.
right. Everybody's.
How do you
Everybody
mistake
makes
rapper
mistakes.
and not see it on a flyer?
I mean, I'm sure they don't spell rapper at Harvard, so you know what I mean? There's not there's not, you don't have an opportunity to do that.
That's
I'm gonna write my thesis on rappers. Never. So it's all right.
record turnout. I don't know about that.
Don't disappoint this rapper. He'll clap cheeks.
They found him on Craigslist.
Hey, let's let it go.
That man will clap his cheeks.
Let's let that go. Let's let that one go. Shame on that man.
He's a jokester, eh?
Yep, Grammarly is an amazing, amazing tool.
Mm.
I should probably use that more, to be honest.
Grammar
No,
is good.
our YouTube channel needs to use that more, to be honest.
Hey,
I've had people tell me, hey, just so you know, this is misspelled.
Yeah, they spelled my name wrong.
blaming Ben. I'm blaming Ben right now.
Yeah.
They
As
spelled
long as it's not
my
rapper,
name
you're
wrong.
good.
Yeah, we haven't done that one.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Craigslist rapper is crazy.
Okay, imagine that someone said imagine the people that show up. What are we expecting?
Yeah,
Either
that's I don't know.
maybe they can't read either.
Yeah, man.
Maybe.
Like rapper, it says rapper. Oh, yeah.
They just pulled up. They're like, I'm ready. I'm ready for something. if it ain't a concert, then it's something.
No, that's crazy. I'm ready.
I'm ready for whatever.
That's wild.
If you have stories, guys, stories at ygcpodcast.com is where you can send them in.
Come on, cinnamon.
We would love to possibly feature one of your stories on the show. And I do have to clarify, guys, I think I mentioned this on a couple other episodes, but people wonder, they're like, hey, when is our story going to be featured, or will my story get featured? Unfortunately, we can't share every story on the show simply because we get too many. I think since starting the show, I estimated I've had to read through probably 15,000 emails.
15,000.
And we've done less than 100 episodes. So do the math on that one.
Oh my
These would be like 10-hour long episodes if we read every story. So I
Dang.
apologize.
Jeez.
Still send them in for sure. We're always looking for stories. However, if it's been a while since you sent in a story and it hadn't been featured yet, or maybe it took 6 to 8 months for a story to be featured, that is why. So hopefully you guys understand that and can give us a little grace on that end. This is a story from Troy.
I'm gonna send one in.
What'd you say?
So I'm gonna send one in.
You gonna send one in? Actually, do you have any? Have you been a youth leader? Are you still currently? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm a volunteer now, but I was
Okay.
a youth leader for a while.
Anything crazy happen?
Just a couple restraints. That's
Okay,
it.
yeah. Typical uproar,
I got
right?
hit. I got hit once. I know.
Typical Elmira youth
I
group.
just got hit once.
You got hit too. All right.
I got hit with a golf club in my chin.
Oh.
It ain't
At youth group?
No, I'm
Oh, him.
Oh, I thought you were serious. I said, dang.
I don't think anything's happened to you, has it, Sha?
huh?
Has anything happened to you? Probably not.
I just got cussed out and stuff.
Okay, minor.
Nothing
Minor.
crazy.
Minor,
Yeah.
yeah.
It could be worse.
They shaved his head.
They shaved your head for what?
I just shaved my head.
Oh. It wasn't for a competition or something?
Oh, I just
He's just
got
bald.
bad genetics. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Thanks, Sha.
Shaw's just
You
cutting on
know,
him. Shaw's
like-
just straight cutting right now.
Hey, yeah. John's bald, by the way, just so you guys know.
That's how you save a relationship.
Give me
The dap.
100,000 likes and I'll show you. I'm just kidding.
That is very possible, just so you know.
All
That
right.
actually is.
All right. 2 million. It's too late.
How dare you mathematically read a proper number of stories?
All right.
Yeah, we do pick some good ones, that is for sure. This is from Troy. Troy said, for a youth group retreat, we played a game where all the chaperones would hide, and if you caught them, you would be awarded points. One of the chaperones was our pastor, and he was hiding in a ditch next to a dirt road on the edge of the property.
Wow.
Out of nowhere, a redneck on a four-wheeler rolled up with a
Whoa.
12-gauge shotgun and pointed it in our pastor's general direction. He yelled at my pastor to freeze and then shot the gun. When my pastor opened his eyes, the redneck told him to look to his left. And when he did, he saw a 6-foot rattlesnake flailing less than 10 feet from him on the road.
Yo, you know about them country folk now. They know what to shoot at.
What state
play.
did this happen in? What's your guess?
This is Texas.
Texas?
Texas?
I'm believing it's
That's
Texas.
Texas.
Or
I would say open-
I would say
open carry. Or,
Kentucky.
I could see Kentucky. I could see Alabama, West Virginia.
I'll give it up for Arkansas. You know, shout out
Arkansas?
to Arkansas.
I could honestly see Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
could
very
definitely-
true.
Bro, we're
Shout out to
driving down
PA.
the highway and see
What do you
people
guys
driving
say?
on horses.
Ohio, Arizona, North Carolina. Okay, you guys are just naming states at this point.
Yeah.
I think they're just naming them all.
PA really got the buggy and horse still. Like
You
that's,
lucky
Carolinas.
those
Well, I mean, you have
wasn't,
to think, where are rattlesnakes?
that's smart.
I know there's some in PA, but
They said there's some here. Somebody said
yeah,
there's
there's
some in
probably,
here.
I bet there's some in New York.
They
Yeah.
lucky they didn't have no bird shells in there. He might would have got.
Oh,
hit
with some
a little.
spray from the
Oh,
first
yeah.
shot. It probably was
He's
first
like,
shot.
I thought you was trying to shoot the snake.
I got this little piece of bullet in my knee. From this
He's
snake.
like, my testimony of almost getting shot by a countryman.
All right,
Lauren
redneck.
said when she was in PA, we saw a man walking down the highway with a musket. Are you lying? Or are you
No,
actually being
that's serious, bro. We was
Really?
dead walking down the highway with
You
a
were
musket.
walking down the highway?
We seen like yes.
Yeah,
He's
he
walk-
was. Okay.
We seen like 4 people riding on horses down the highway. I'm just like,
Oh, it's the Amish.
Yeah,
We were in
I-
Amish town?
yeah.
I never seen this though. Like
What is
you're
that?
riding on the highway on a horse. That man was like,
Oh, just the horse? Oh,
With a
man.
musket?
Most of the time they
No,
have
the
buggy.
musket guy was walking by himself.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
That man's just
Promise.
walking. He's just
That's
like
like-
this. He's just like.
Here we go. He fell over?
No.
Oh, I didn't look like you were leaning forward a little bit. I said, jeez.
No, he just was carrying that thing. If
Had
that
that
was me,
lean.
I would probably got shot.
This is from Aaron. Aaron said,
Aaron.
for youth group, we were doing a skit where we had 2 Roman soldiers and another student playing Jesus. I was supposed to fake punch Jesus first, and then the kid playing Jesus was supposed to fake getting hit by throwing his head in the direction I was punching. Then the second soldier would punch, and Jesus was supposed to throw his head the opposite direction. One time, though, Jesus forgot which kid was punching and flung his head and got punched square in the face by this Roman guard. So right on stage, he got knocked out completely cold.
Oh, glass jaw. Jeez. Yeah, he said, doom.
Yeah, I gotta stop
The other
playing
guard probably
around.
still punched after he got
Yep.
knocked out.
Just went down, just ground pound.
Oh, I jumped up.
Y'all be thinking it's okay, man.
What?
All right, now he did it on purpose.
Well, they said it was Jesus.
Shot would've got mad.
They said it was the Jesus kid's fault
Yeah,
That
because
man
he went the wrong way.
Nah, that
he
man
forgot
really
his
actually
line.
had
He
beef
forgot
with
what
that
he
man.
was supposed to do.
We don't gotta lie. That man.
Method
did it on
acting.
purpose.
I don't know what that is. What's method acting, guys?
Improv, maybe.
Oh, improv?
No, probably not. But
Guys, I don't know if Jesus got
Oh.
knocked out.
okay.
Do you think he did? I don't think that's anywhere in the Bible, is it?
No.
No.
I
No,
think
because
he
they
was
said
there.
that was in the Bible, or they said that was
He was there
actual
until he
representation.
gave up the
I mean, he
ghost.
definitely got hit, but I don't
Yeah.
think it says anything about getting knocked
I
out.
don't remember that either.
Nope. Jesus was
Hey, this is
conscious
not
the
a
whole
homeschool
time.
moment. Maybe. This is from Weston. Weston said, on our way to youth camp, we had a lot of students that didn't have much experience with inner city gangs and culture.
Okay.
What?
All right, this is about to be good.
As we were driving through a larger East Coast city, we stopped for gas. And while I was walking in to gather the students from the gas station, I noticed one of the workers making hand gestures toward our van.
Yep.
To my horror, one of the private school kids was throwing rival hand gestures that she had learned from movies and music videos.
This is why.
I quickly told the other adult drivers that we needed to leave immediately. And as we were driving out of the gas station, 4 dudes came around the corner yelling threats at our church van.
He said, "What problem, blood?"
I mean, I just don't care for private school. Like, yeah, come.
He said, "That means our power rule, man." He said,
You should, I feel like you should just know at a point, like, that's a van of private
That's what I'm
school
saying.
kids.
Come on.
They're like, nah, just go get them.
Bro,
regardless.
at this point, I just feel like they're just trying to prove something. Like, you just trying to prove something, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
come
you
on,
know he
man.
a church dude. He a church kid. He a
I mean,
Christian.
it probably has like
With education, it's
the church
important.
name across the bus.
Right, he's like, I'm about to just...
As a bunch of middle schoolers.
Right.
I feel like
What's up,
we can
bro?
figure it out.
Jericho Rock Family
Let me
Church.
not catch y'all over on this side again, cuz.
Someone said, what if she was just deaf?
Oh, like sign language? I don't know. I wish I was there. I just want to see what she did. I want to see what's going on.
bro, this is crazy.
I need details.
You want to know what she's throwing?
Great.
I mean, it was just do sign language.
What color was the van?
It was definitely suburban
It was
kids.
red.
They made a point
It
to
was
say
red.
that.
Oh, it's about- yeah.
It was the bandana kid. Yeah. Who remembers that story? Do you remember
Suburban.
that story? I'm not going to recount the whole thing,
Oh,
but it
yeah,
was
you
the,
can.
yeah, I'm not allowed. But it was the,
oh, okay.
the gang.
Oh, when they did the when he was staring at him, and they
Yeah.
were staring at each other, and just like,
Yeah. Basically, there was a special needs kid staring down a
and he had a
gangbanger.
bandana on, and,
And the guy flashed a
I
gun
can
at the
tell the
special needs
story.
kid. Yeah.
Oh,
he
my.
had a bandana on, and he's staring at this gang member, and they're like,
Oh,
and then one of his homies pull up in the car, and they're just staring at him like,
excuse me. So he was special needs and he was staring down a gangster. And
Yeah. But the special needs kid was wearing a red
gang
bandana.
member. Well, like a red, yeah.
whoever was watching him, that's their fault. Like, that's
It was a bunch of
really
white people.
Oh, that's
Guaranteed.
okay.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep. Country white people.
you should.
I'll own
yeah,
it.
I guess there's
I'll
just
own
some
it.
things you just never know if you don't. If you're not around it, you won't.
Well,
know.
actually, they noticed.
Yeah.
Helen
They
Keller.
noticed what was happening. They're like, take off the bandana. But the
Take it.
kid was special. He had no idea what was going on. So he was just
Take out the
looking around.
bandana.
He's,
Yeah.
like, he's like, you ain't telling me to take my bandana off. He said, I'm gonna die with this bandana on. He said, "You gotta kill me for this bandana."
He knew what it stood for the whole time.
He already knew what was going on. He said, "I am
He
this."
said, "Don't worry, I know what this is. Everybody back up."
He said, "I got this under control."
I've been here
What if he started doing the crib? He's like,
Stop.
"That'd be crazy."
That is crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Shout out.
Lang or Lan or Ian. Ian, I'm sorry. I can't read it from
okay.
here. Currently without power in a snowstorm, but it's awesome to listen to you guys. We've been listening to you since the beginning.
That's fire.
That's awesome. One, how you... Oh, I guess you're on your phone. That makes sense. Last week when we were recording, there was a snowstorm, and it was pretty brutal trying to get here.
It was crazy on the way from Ithaca.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
What? This is a story... Oh, you came from Ithaca for that?
No, I was just on my way back from Ithaca.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It was Ithaca every day.
This is from Oscar. Oscar said, at youth camp, 2 students went to the pond and caught 2 massive eels to prank people with.
Oh my.
20 minutes later, while 100 students were competing in pool games, they slipped the eels into the water.
Trying to kill somebody?
Naturally, everyone panicked when they saw the eels swimming in the water, but before we knew it, one eel had swam into the filtration system. Shortly after, we saw blood and muck come blasting through the pool jets. This eel had unfortunately been brutally killed, and its remains had gone pumping through the pool. The camp even had to drain the entire thing to sanitize it.
Okay. I'll be honest, that story went better than I thought it was gonna go. Like I was like, all right, at least we love.
It was
eels.
just an eel.
Sorry.
What'd you think was going to happen?
Sorry for that, yo, bro.
Yeah. I
don't
thought somebody
feel
got bit.
Imagine you're trying to get
Eels.
out, and you're just like right next to a jet, and
Yeah.
you just
And
go
then
out.
somebody
That's
got,
disgusting.
or doing like, and your finger gets stuck in it.
I think they have teeth. I do think they have teeth. I could be wrong.
I think
Yeah,
they,
I
don't
think-
they sting?
Maybe
you?
it depends
Don't
on
they
the eel.
sting?
I'm thinking
Don't
of
they
eels off a
shot?
little.
No, I
Mermaid.
don't think they sting.
Oh,
I think they have
electric-
barbs like a fish.
I thought electric
Oh.
eel shock you.
Oh,
I-
those ones
I
do.
think-
Yeah,
yeah.
Electric eel. You're right.
So you could find eels in a pond. You got
Yeah. I don't know around here, but
yeah.
definitely, yeah, you can find them in a pond and
Oh,
lakes
see,
and stuff.
I thought they were just like
They said
Electric
it
eels
was
would've been
just a
crazy.
prank. It was just a prank.
just a
Country Southern kids, absolutely.
You know,
Freshwater
Just
eels,
trying to prank my
okay.
people.
Forbidden soup.
prank. Country Southern.
This is from.
Easy.
Oh, Chip said North American eels are pretty harmless. Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
They'll rest in. That one's gonna rest in pieces.
Thank you. Come on, man. Not rest in pieces.
Rest in pieces is insane.
He's in a better place.
2 more stories here. This is from Windy. Windy said, on a youth group trip, some of our high school boys said that they found some blackberries on the side of a steep hill and asked if they could go pick some to put on the pancakes that we were making.
No.
I told them that this sounded good, but I was going to go with them to make sure that it was safe. When I saw the bushes, I realized it was more like a cliff than a steep hill. A leader and a few boys went first, then me as the only female leader, and then lastly a freshman boy right behind me. We trekked slowly down the cliff in a single file line, and as we began the descent to the blackberry bushes, I felt my foot begin to slip.
Oh no.
My first reaction, though, was to reach my arm behind me and grab onto the student's hand to steady myself. Luckily, I did catch myself by gripping his hand as hard as I could, but seconds later, I heard him scream, "My balls." I looked over my shoulder only to realize I was not holding onto his hand for dear life. It was his crotch.
You know what they call that, right? They call that the nutcracker.
You don't.
Crack
That's
some
crazy.
nuts.
So this was Wendy that did this.
Yeah.
Oh, Wendy. Wendy. That's not. That's a bad look. But hey, that's. I hope the kid's all right.
Nah, she knew what she was doing. You know what you was doing, Wendy.
Wendy.
Yeah, that's
a
the
classic
case.
name.
Shock.
That's crazy. As long as
Oh,
you can have kids.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
What's that?
Wrong limb. Oh,
Don't
that's
scream.
crazy. Did you hear that? Did you see that? Someone said wrong limb.
Wrong limb. Disgusting. Yes,
Guys, she
disgusting.
didn't know because he was behind her.
That's
No one's believing
that's
that
a
one.
hand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because an arm, like an arm and some.
Okay, that
that was the Christian
someone said
rapper.
she wanted to pick them berries.
Ooh,
She definitely wanted some berries.
That's
She
crazy.
wanted the blackberries.
Sha. Oh, Sha, come on.
What
you never
color
know.
was he?
They left that part out.
Hey, you see what I'm saying?
I'll ask next time
Listen,
for
what was his
clarification.
race? I want to
What
know.
was
What color
man.
was the kid?
That was a dark skinned man.
Crazy. Hey, come on, take it easy.
It's a lot of blackberries.
That's it. I'm done. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
All right, one more story. This is from Sabrina. Sabrina said, for a youth group trip, we took a houseboat onto a lake for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
One of the youth boys made a bet with a few other students that he wouldn't go to the bathroom for the whole time.
Of course.
On one of our last days, we decided to go tubing, but a parent volunteered, agreed to drive the boat, but didn't have much experience.
Let me drive the boat.
And ironically, the youth boy, who had not pooped for the whole week, decided that he was going to be one of the first ones on the tube.
He took a poop.
The parent volunteer was driving the boat pretty fast when the tube hit a wave at just the wrong angle, causing this boy to go absolutely flying. When he hit the water, 5 days of poop literally shot out of him.
Bro, how do you go 5 days without pooping?
That's a crazy bet.
I know your stomach was on fire, bro. First of all,
At some point, do you stop feeling it?
Really?
That's a question. That's a question. Not a statement.
Like, yeah.
Question mark.
I was like, he's done this.
We're opening this up.
That was you.
We're opening this up.
That was you.
The
Huh?
conversation here.
So
No,
he
it
was
was
just blowing poop all over the place. This man just like,
Yeah.
he's in the air like the cartoons. It's like,
I don't know.
Thankfully, he was in the lake. I'll give him that. Thankfully, he was in water.
Yeah.
Could have been worse. We've
that's
heard
like-
much
yeah,
worse.
He
So
could
like
have
a
been in
like
a
a big
van.
toilet
He
at
could have
that
threw poop out on somebody's car or something.
Yeah.
Yes, literally a poop rocket.
That's disgusting.
He launched it.
Hey, at least he didn't have to worry about pooping anymore.
Someone said he's flying around like a deflated balloon. That was
So,
Lauren.
Long story short, he lost the bet.
Be loose in the name of Jesus.
Do you know what they were betting on? That's what I want to know.
Dude, I feel like middle schoolers don't care.
I bet he was
Yeah.
just betting the poop.
A bet is literally just, I triple dog dare you, and they're
Yeah.
like, now you have to do it.
Right.
That's a middle
He
school
probably
bet.
bought it
He's
up
like-
himself.
he's
He's like, I
like,
bet you I
You haven't pooped in 5 days, Daniel. I bet you $5 if you poop in the air.
They don't even have
Gosh.
$5.
Hey, it is what it is.
If you
but
poop, I'll give you some money when
sorry,
we get home.
yeah. You lost, kid. You know.
Or
You
did
lost.
did he win?
I got a bag of Jolly Ranchers.
Cause I mean, he didn't make it the whole week.
You
Technically.
That's true. That is true. Maybe he was just seeing how long ago.
Hey,
Either way, Sha and John, thank you guys for joining me on the show.
thank
It's been
you.
a lot of fun. John,
Thank you for
welcome
having
to
me.
your first episode. Good to have you, Sha. Welcome to, or glad to have you back, I should say.
Welcome back.
To our Instagram live audience, thank you for hanging out with us. Noel says it sounds like a Pastor Noel said it sounds like a water birth.
Ah, that's what
Crazy.
I wonder what that sounds like. I might do that.
Are you gonna? Is your wife gonna do that?
No, she probably won't.
Oh, okay. Gee, it sounded really into it.
Now I'm gonna run it by when
What do
I
you
see
do
it.
it in like the bathtub or something?
Babe, what do you think
Yeah,
about
they
water
literally have a
birth?
baby in a tub.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Does that feel-
it's a
Let's
thing.
do
Is it easier?
Okay.
I was like, Lauren.
I don't want to see that. I probably won't get in the shower again.
Someone asked if we go live every weekend. We do not. So if you're listening to this in podcast form, or if you're on YouTube later and you want to know when we go live and you want to hop on an Instagram live, they're pretty sporadic, but we do let you know on our Instagram story. And then on top of that, Instagram has this awesome feature now where we can schedule a live. So if you go to our profile, if we have one coming up in the next couple of weeks, you can actually set a reminder. You can see the date and the time, and you can be reminded there. So we have started doing that. So it's the best way for you to find out when we're going live. And then anything else regarding Youth Group Chronicles, you can find on our website. You can submit stories there. You can book shows there. You can meet some of the guests. You can order a personalized video from someone on Youth Group Chronicles that you want to send to a friend or a pastor or to a loved one as a gift for a birthday or something like that. So everything's on our website, ygcpodcast.com. And until next time, see you all next week.